On Mo-NaN is back for another video today. I just had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and I wanted to have a conversation about non-profit organizations, aka homeless shelters, GLBT youth centers, that kind of thing. Sorry, I'm still nasally and feeling sick, but this is something I wanted to talk about for a while because seems like this shit happens a lot. So, I wanted to have a conversation. Basically, I do not agree. I wish I could edit that shit out. Basically, this video is about non-profit organizations, stuff like that. Sorry, I'm not feeling too good, but I still need to do what I need to do. And basically what it is I don't like them. I think they're garbage. I think they're useless, and I think all they're doing is just a lot of the people who are there, the counselors and all that stuff, it's just for a fucking paycheck. And this is what bothers me. Because I had a friend of mine call me yesterday and tell me he was making money, trying to get out the shelter, everything was going well. Literally, he locks his stuff in a locker. Real lock and everything. Someone broke in and stole all his money. But, this is the kicker though. Dude walked in with a fucking wire cutter. Not a wire cutter, a bolt cutter. Even bigger. So some nigga walks in with a bolt cutter, cuts somebody's locker, and steals their money. Now, that first thing that pissed me off. Now, for some odd reason, shelters, this shit happens to so many people at shelters. They don't get the help they need. They get screwed over constantly. They have people, they end up inviting people in there that should not be in the shelter. Me personally, I understand. You want to help everybody. Some people need it, all that good shit. I get it. But some of these motherfuckers don't need no help. I feel like there should be a criteria for people to be in shelters. Especially people who just, all they do is, half these people do drugs in the fucking shelters. Half of them steal. Half of them do this. But yet you still allow these fuck-ass people in these shelters with people. And you have them steal from moms. People or young people who are trying to make something of themselves and trying to get out of their situation. People who aren't trying to do drugs. All this kind of stuff. Like, this is the problem with, and that's the problem with nonprofits. They don't give a fuck about anybody. All they care about is the money. And the more people they bring in, the more they can do. They don't give a fuck about us. Because if they actually... if they actually cared as much as they say they do, that shit wouldn't be happening. And all that does is bring somebody so low and depressed because all that work they did is gone. All of it is gone. All of it is gone. And that bothers me because it's just like, I would talk to the counselors. I would be calling the police. I would do whatever I can and cause a fucking ruckus because this shit happened. This shit has been happening since I was like 16, 17 years old with shelters. People used to tell me never to go in one because of those type of situations. There's a lot of rape. There's a lot of stealing. There's a lot of drugs that go on, and none of that shit gets stopped. None of that shit gets nipped in the bud. None of that shit. They never take none of that shit serious, and that's the problem I'm having. That's the big issue. I'm having a huge issue with this. And I feel like nonprofit organizations do not give a fuck about anybody. All they want is those donations. And trust me, they're paying their people. They're not giving a fuck about us. Half the money that these celebrities are sending to Harvey aren't going to be for any of the people there. There's going to be so many of those people who don't get a lick of that shit. Nothing. If they do, they probably get the bare minimum. And that's the problem I have with a lot of nonprofits. They don't really give a fuck about us. They're not willing to think outside the box and try something different so everyone can be okay. So everyone can get some help. So everyone can do that. But some people need to get in shelters and shit. Some of those people need to get kicked out and like, no, your dumbass need to be on the street because you're not still learning. Like, I feel like that's just the realest shit. How many people, I bet, who watches this have been in shelters or have been in situations where they had somebody steal and there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing nobody's willing to do about it. You lost everything. You worked your ass off for this, and somebody just takes it from under you, and you don't know what to do. All I can think to do is start a fucking riot and cause a fucking ruckus, because I feel like that shit is so disrespectful, and it's a kick to all the people who really fucking need help. Now I get it. Everybody wants to have, you know, somebody, like, everybody needs to be in shelter if they have the chance, but I don't believe in none of that shit. Those people, they need to be on the fucking street and learn to fucking figure it out for themselves, because they're bums. And I get it, but this still doesn't give them a right to sit here and rob, cheat, steal, and do harm to other people who are in the same fucking position. And none of these counselors and none of these people actually give a fuck. None of them actually are trying to help you. None of them ever really give a fuck. Especially in group homes. I've seen tons of them that don't really give a fuck about none of these mentally ill patients that they have in these group homes. And they kind of let them do whatever the fuck they want to. They don't... They don't care. I used to work... I used to work at a place that had a lot of people from group homes. We would have to light incense and candles because they would smell so bad. And what bothers me is that as a counselor, I don't give a fuck what the fuck it is. Those people need to learn how to shower. I don't give a fuck what you think that is, as long as you put some type of effort to be like, look, you have to. None of these people want to help us. None of them. People with mental illness, people with drug addictions, people with any of that. Some of them aren't as stupid as you think they are. And trust me, boo, I can weed out the bullshit. But I don't like that these nonprofit organizations don't give a fuck about us. They just want the money, and then that's all it is. They don't do nothing for nobody. They don't help anybody. They don't want to help anybody. And the people who fucking really need it, like me, I didn't need that kind of help, that extra help. But I remember I was at a church. I needed some help because I was literally at my wit's end. I was trying to find work, bus cards, all that kind of fun stuff. There was another guy on the other one. And mind you, this man was completely dirty. He smelled. You could tell he probably drank not too long ago. Like, he was just dirty and stuff. So I'm sitting here filling out papers. He's doing the same. I'm telling them what I need, kind of help I need. Basically, this is what they told me. They gave me maybe one bus card and that's it, and told me, oh, you got to check here, check here, check here. I hear the entire conversation of this other man in the next booth. They give this man, mind you, probably has nothing, probably half that shit he don't even fucking need, or half that shit he doesn't deserve. This man got not just voucher for money, he got voucher for clothes, he got voucher for shoes, he got a 3 times bigger bus card than I am to get around, and all types of shit. And I sat here upset and pissed off because I'm like, how the fuck are you going to give it to somebody who is completely dirty, but I'm the one who is almost getting there to be stable, and I need the help more because see, then I won't need your services anymore. See, this is the problem. People like me, we don't need your services once we cross that threshold. But y'all don't care about it. Y'all just like, oh, we're gonna give the shitty person, the crappy person, the one person who is completely bummed out, who is probably drunk already, drugged up, and give him every fucking thing in the world, knowing he's not gonna use it for any good, but yet leave somebody like me, who all he needs is just a push upwards to get stable. Then you won't see me no more. Then you can help that bum. You see what I'm saying? Their priorities are completely fucked up. They don't care about us. They don't give a fuck about anybody else. And I'm tired of these shelters and these people to allow the harm that they come to each other. That y'all allow this shit. That y'all allow people to rob somebody else and not do a fucking thing about it. Even if you still lock it up, somebody's still gonna break into your shit. Why is that? That's fucked up and foul. And I'm so sick of shit like this. I'm so sick of you fucking Salvation Armies. All you people do not give a fuck about us. You guys are worthless. All you guys do is want that fucking dumbass paycheck, and then you guys are just gonna put a whole bunch of random people together, and 9 times out of 10, somebody's finna OD in that bitch, somebody's trying to rape somebody, or somebody's finna steal every fucking thing somebody ain't got glued down. But oh, that doesn't change anything. Oh, we have to let these people stay here. Get the fuck out of here. And I want to say this to every nonprofit organization. I'm coming for you. I'm finna buy your bitch ass out, and I'm finna show you how to run a real homeless shelter to help people, especially in Minnesota, because this shit happens way too often, and no one nips that shit in the bud. And I'm so sick of it. I'm tired of it. I really am. You could tell my sick ass is pissed off. Judge on my kitchen. See, this is why I hate being sick, because I can't even have a fucking real ass conversation without me choking and shit. But I really wanted to talk about this because this shit has bothered me for years, and it's always been bothering me, because it doesn't make any sense how somebody who is in my position just need a little help and we can't even get it, and we don't even need to use it all the time. Certain people can't even get Social Security because, and a lot of them actually really need it, and they get denied. But none of y'all check. Y'all don't go and check these patients, see if everything's still good, or see if they're still lying. Shit, have somebody there for a week and see how they live. Y'all don't care. Y'all just willing to pass out to whoever fucking gets approved, and then leave the ones who really need it, who just need an inch of help, and to elevate them into them not needing your services anymore, and you can help the next person. Y'all don't give a fuck about us. You never have, you never will. All y'all want is the money. Like, and that's just how I feel. And it's despicable. It breaks my heart that you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing, and I'm going to do whatever I can to change this, because this shit needs to stop. We need to stop babying homeless people. Let's just be real here. All them motherfuckers don't need to be babied. Them drug addicts, the ones who can't seem to learn how to fucking shower, who mentally, no, we don't need to baby them. They're not idiots, okay? This is the problem. They put mental illness and people who are homeless as they're stupid, that they just can't seem to figure it out. No, I've talked to a lot of people who are like that, who aren't stupid at all, and just all they need is an inch to get their lives together. That's it. But the rest of everybody else, oh no, they're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want and cause the most horrendous ruckus. Like, my friend literally found a bag of heroin in his fucking bed. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about us. They just kind of was like, oh, we'll just help you get your little money, get our little money, and never we gonna bounce. Sad, depressing, garbage. I'm doing this even while I'm sick as fuck coughing, because I'm pissed off. And I'm so sick of all this garbage shit that people sit here and claim that they're doing the best for us, but no one wants to ask questions. Everybody wants to follow the fucking leader, and everybody wants to be PC. So I'm going to say it again. Fuck you nonprofit organizations. Fuck you homeless shelters, because there's tons of people who are going to agree with me that you guys don't nip this shit in the butt at all. That you don't give a fuck about us or the people who really need it. There's tons of moms with kids that all they need is a little push. All they need is a little help. And you'll rather go for that drug addict bitch who is still sitting here probably smoking crack at night and behind your fucking building. You would help her and give her everything. But this mom and this child, is she working like 40 hours a week, and all she needs is a push and some help. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all people are so wrong for that. And I'm gonna do whatever I can in my power to fuck that shit up and start something new and do something amazing. Because people like us need the help. Because we don't need that much fucking help. Because we're capable. We're handy capable, goddammit. Not all these people are fucking handicapped. Okay? So this is the problem. But nobody speaks about that. No one wants to go and research or question anything. Everybody's like, oh, well, that's how life is. No, fuck that. That's not how it is. Motherfuckers need to nip that shit in the bud. And I'm very upset about that, because this shit happens way too often. And it happens to really good people who all they're trying to do is live and not be one of these people. And I'm going to do whatever I can in my power to nip that shit in the bud. And that shit will never happen again. And I will make sure that type of shit will never happen again. And I mean that. And that's all I have to say. Thank y'all for dealing with my sick ass and having me speak on what I need to speak on. Because that shit just pisses me off. these people do not care about us. They really don't. And I just want everyone who, I just feel like people who are homeless, I feel like people should work together. I feel like the ones who are cognitive and want to change should help each other and tell these shelters to go fuck themselves. But you guys have to come to a compromise and empathize with each other. That's just the realest shit ever. And I hope nonprofits see this. I hope people who don't agree with this see this, because I want to see what you. If I want you to sit here and surely debunk what the fuck I'm saying, because I know personal experience, and people who will tell me who are in personal experiences like that. So that's how it is. But let me get my sick ass off this thing. Love you guys. I'll have another video probably sometime soon. Who knows what I'll talk about this time. Alright, Mo-NaN out, y'all.